going on, ladies and gentlemen? Hope you guys are doing well. And of course, today, as part of my community post, I'm here with a special ranking video. And today, I'm going to be looking at the Grand Tour, my favorite Grand Tour episodes. And of course, I felt enough time has passed since I talked about my favorite Top Gear ones, so I'm going to stick to that. And then after that, we'll get back to my regular scheduled ones, which I hope will come in the near future. Will be, I believe, a television show, and then of course, Queen of the Ring. But I'm going to add one more movie review. If I play my cards right, I might be able to get in a review of the new Mission Impossible movie. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, I digress. Let's get down to business. So when it came time to making this video, I was trying to figure out, okay, how should I do this? I decided to stick to the formula what I did for my favorite Top Gear episodes. So I'm not gonna. It was hard to put a ranking on them, so I've decided, just forgo that and just talk about my favorite episodes, and of course, you feature moments in them, okay? And so I'm just going to throw them out there, see how we go. So I could break them down by season, but I don't know. But anyway, the two ones that I constantly keep coming back to, even going back to do research for this episode, the two big ones I constantly come back to, that's the Beach Buggy special from season 1. You all know that one, or some people call it the Namibia special. But either way, how you look at it, it's one of those ones where the boys are like out of their element, and of course, here's something they've never done before. It's like, let's try doing beach buggies, and it leads to some very entertaining moments. And like, man, I could just write a book on what happens in this one. At least there's a funny moment near the end that I just couldn't believe. And then of course the other one is the Columbia special, which the reasoning for, if you haven't figured it out, and it's because of that one line that James May said. Now, here's a little funny story. I remember the day that when this episode dropped years ago, I was still living at home, still with my parents. My dad had decided to come in at the right time, and we were watching this. And the moment that James said that line, both of us just started bursting out with laughter. And it was so funny. We had to pause the video to catch our breath. My mom walks in, she's like, "What the hell are you guys laughing about?" And we had to show her the clip because it was so damn funny. Oh my God. Again, those are two of my favorite ones. Again, constant going back to. Another one that I really like, I kind of used part of this episode as a bit of a fuck you moment, and that's the past versus future one, aka the finale of season 1. That's one where they're in Abu Dhabi, and of course it leads to there's a funny moment where they talk about the hands-free text, which of course had me thinking of, oh my God, I can imagine that happening to me, because I'm a girl dad myself, and imagine if that happened to me. I'd be so embarrassed. Plus, I think Maeve or Saoirse will look at me with that disgusted look that, I'm talking about, the one with the meme that's probably all circulating online, the disgusted girl face, what I mean. But anyway, back to the fuck you thing is, I want to put one of those electric vehicle hippie in place when they say electric vehicles are the future, okay? Okay, if they really are the future, prove me wrong, okay? And if you really don't, and I'm going to say you're wrong, watch this segment between Jeremy Clarkson and James May where they race a Golf and the BMW i3, the electric car. And I wonder who wins. And if you still don't believe me that electric cars are not the vehicle, then I challenge you to a 40-hour endurance race from Philadelphia, my backyard, to the southernmost point of the United States. Anyway, okay? Let's throw it down there, okay? But anyway, I'm getting off topic. Let's get back to my favorite episodes. Another one that I also found funny is the dump fight at the OK Corral episode. That's the one where they try to like come up with their own coral reef. They're in the Bahamas. That it just leads to so much chaos and confusion a little bit, but it's just so funny. And when it comes to other episodes that I find myself coming back to, the Feed the World mini special from season 2, like the last one. That one I kind of like because it's just, again, James May being James May. You all know what I'm talking about. That's becoming, with the water in his Mercedes. It's so goddamn hysterical. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, it just makes me laugh every time I think about it. Bollocks. And then, of course, another one is the Fall Guys one. It's the second episode of that season. And this one felt true to went back to the formula that I missed from Top from Top Gear. That's, when Clarkson races Hammond and May in like car versus public transportation, and here it was him racing in his new Ford Mondeo, racing them against public transportation from New York City to Niagara Falls. And of course, the interesting thing is that this episode was after Hammond's infamous Rimac crash. Pardon my mouth there. But yeah. If you thought the dragster crash from Top Gear was dangerous, this one would take the cake for almost taking Hammond's life. So yeah, but then again, he's still kicking. Thank God he survived. He walked away with a broken leg, so which made the challenge even funnier because they're like, okay, we gotta go through security. I'm like, can you help me? And they're taking trains. It's again them in their element, and that's why I missed when it came to like the Grand Tour. It's like, oh, I missed something like this, and they've never done it at all. And think about it, any of the other episodes, they don't do it. This is the only time they've ever done it, if you think about it. And then, of course, the International Buffoons Vacation one, that's another good one, a.k.a. the RV special, which, of course, I'm not an RV guy, but after watching them, that make it so entertaining. That makes you want to try RVing, but I don't know if I want to, but it's still goddamn entertaining and still just laugh out loud, just seeing them just do something that they've never done before. Again, I'm going to keep using that because there's a couple of these episodes where it just makes them out of their league or something like that. Another one that I also liked was Legends and Luggage. That's a good one where there's another famous moment or segment is them trying to improve airport travel, trying to get from point A to point B. And of course, yeah, I agree. Yeah. I don't want to take Jeremy Clarkson's side, but there's a reason for all these things, okay? But again, you got to get from point A to point B quick. Yeah, let's make this quicker. But then again, you got to go through all the security stuff. There's a reason why all this is here. So stop complaining when it comes to air travel, okay? And anybody else who complains about air travel, Jesus, roller tapping Christ. Then how else are you going to travel around the world, okay? You want to build your own balloon? Just saying. But anyway, outside of that, the only other ones that I find myself coming back to is the Seaman special. That's that one. It's just them in boats, and we saw another fight. There's another funny iconic moment with them in the hotel in Cambodia where they're eating bugs and just all that funny. Even though it's gross, but it's still funny in its own right. The Euro Crash one, even though it's somewhat recent, another one that I kind of find myself coming back to, and it's still damn funny for what they can do. Yeah, it's a road trip that they never thought of. And of course, the Mitsubishi Saeed. Every time I look at that, I'm like, yeah, that's the Cruella de Vil car from the 101 Dalmatians, and believe it or not, I actually looked into the Crosley. Like, I'm glad Mr. Crosley stopped selling them because anybody tried to pick those up here anywhere. I don't think they would survive here on the roads of North America at all. Europe, far worse. I'm sorry. Okay, I don't think. Again, I'm glad it's not. We don't have that anymore. And then of course we have the Sand Job special. That's another one. I was contemplating putting the one for the road one. I don't know, but I would probably throw it on there because they throw in everything for their big epic final adventure together. And of course, I find it's part of a full circle moment. They go back to Botswana. I was tearing up. I was like, "Holy shit, this is awesome!" Like there's their original cars. It's them just saying, "Hey, this is it. Let's go back. Let's finish it where we started." And of course, it just leaves it at that. And again, like the moment that happened, I've already talked about the one for the road special. If you missed my review on that, go watch that. But I could go on and talk about certain moments and memories, and all that good stuff. But anyway, those are my favorite episodes and specials. I want to hear yours. And again, if you want to hear more about all my Top Gear or Grand Tour specials, I've done them all. Well, they're all here on the channel. So I might have something for you. Okay, so I want to hear your thoughts. Hear your favorite episodes. That does for tonight. My voice is cracking. Thumbs up the video. Subscribe my channel. And stay tuned for some more awesome and exciting content.